I used to believe that the more cleaning products I had, the cleaner my home would be. Under my sink, a small army of sprays, sponges, and scrubbers. But no matter how much I scrubbed, the mess always came back. And with it, a quiet frustration that never really left. Then I visited a friend in Japan. Her home was peaceful. Not just clean, but serene. No chemical smells, no noise, just stillness. I asked her, "How do you keep it like this?" She smiled and said, "We don't clean harder, we think smarter." That moment changed everything for me. Because in Japan, cleaning isn't a chore. It's a quiet act of care. It's science. It's tradition. It's mindfulness in motion. And today, I'm going to share with you 8 Japanese principles that transformed my chaotic home into a sanctuary. And more importantly, gave me back my time, my energy, and a sense of calm I didn't know I was missing. Let's begin. There was a morning I'll never forget. I woke up, stepped out of bed, and immediately stubbed my toe on a laundry basket. The kitchen was a minefield of mail, crumbs, and coffee mugs. And the bathroom mirror, foggy with toothpaste dots and something else I didn't want to identify. I hadn't even had my first sip of coffee, and already I felt defeated. I remember standing in the middle of my living room just staring at the clutter, and this thought hit me like a punch to the gut. When did my house stop being my home and start feeling like my boss? That day, I didn't clean, I didn't organize, I just sat down and I cried. Because no matter how hard I tried to keep things in order, it always felt like I was running behind, like I was chasing mess after mess instead of living. That night, scrolling aimlessly online, I came across a video, just like the one you're watching now. It was about a Japanese philosophy called kaizen, the idea of small, continuous improvements, not just in work or health, but in the way we live. And yes, in how we clean. And suddenly I realized, maybe the problem wasn't me. Maybe it was how I thought about cleanliness in the first place. That moment opened a door I never knew existed, and what I found behind it changed everything. In the next section, we'll explore how Japan turned cleaning into something deeper than tidiness, something that heals. In the West, cleaning is often treated like a punishment, something you have to do after things get messy, a chore, a checklist, a never-ending to-do. But in Japan, cleaning is something entirely different. It's not about punishment, it's about peace. They even have a word for it, osoji. It means big cleaning, and it happens every December. But it's not just about scrubbing floors or dusting shelves. It's a ritual, a national act of letting go. People clean their homes to prepare their spirits for the new year. They open windows, even in the snow. They wash walls, vents, and tatami mats with natural cleaners. They don't just remove dirt. They release old energy. And that shift, it changes everything. According to a 2023 study from Kyoto University, families who practice osoji report higher life satisfaction and lower stress. Not because their homes are picture perfect, but because cleaning becomes a form of renewal. There's a quiet power in that. Because when you stop viewing cleaning as a burden and start seeing it as a reset, you begin to reclaim your space and your peace. I tried this myself the following January. No bleach, no industrial sprays, just vinegar, baking soda, and intention. It wasn't about perfection, it was about presence. And when I was done, my home didn't just look different, it felt different. That's when I truly understood what my Japanese friend meant. Clean spaces create clear minds. And it all begins with one idea: clean as you live, not after you've lived. In the next part, we'll explore the tiniest habits that make the biggest difference. Japanese micro-habits that can transform your home without you even noticing. The first time I heard the term kaizen cleaning, I thought it sounded like a corporate slogan, but in Japan, it's a way of life. Kaizen means continuous improvement, and when applied to the home, it creates something quietly powerful, a space that stays clean, almost without effort. It's not magic, it's momentum. Here's what it looks like. Wipe the bathroom sink right after brushing your teeth. Fold the blanket as soon as you get up. Empty the trash before it's full. Each task takes less than a minute. But over time, they form what psychologists call automatic tidiness loops. Your brain starts to crave order because every small win gives you a hit of dopamine. It's not about doing more. It's about doing smarter. I started with just one habit, drying my shower walls with a squeegee every night. Took 30 seconds, but after a week, no mildew, no scrubbing, no frustration. Then I added one more, wiping down kitchen counters before cooking, not after. Just like that, the space began to feel easier to live in. According to a 2024 behavioral study from the University of Tokyo, families who practice Kaizen-style cleaning spend 40% less time cleaning each week, yet maintain 90% higher cleanliness scores. That's not a cleaning routine, that's a system. A home that flows instead of fights you, where effort compounds quietly, and where you feel in control again. And here's the best part. You don't have to overhaul your life. You just start. One habit, one shift, one better choice. In the next section, we'll explore the brilliant Japanese tools that make cleaning smarter, faster, and surprisingly beautiful. In the West, we're often taught to buy better tools to solve our problems. But in Japan, the most brilliant cleaning tools aren't bigger or fancier. They're simpler, smarter, more thoughtful. Like a towel. Not just any towel, but the tenugui, a centuries-old cotton cloth that has quietly replaced paper towels in millions of homes. It's thin, fast-drying, and becomes more absorbent with age. Some even contain silver threads that naturally kill bacteria. It doesn't just clean, it lasts for years. And then there's the charcoal bag, a simple pouch of activated bamboo charcoal that absorbs odors, moisture, and toxins. With no electricity, no noise, and no maintenance. Just sunlight once a month to recharge it. That $5 bag outperforms $200 machines. Japanese tools aren't about adding effort, they're about removing friction. Take the drain mesh filter, a tiny nylon net placed over the sink drain. It catches food scraps before they become clogs, costs pennies, saves pipes, and eliminates odors before they even start. That's not just hygiene, that's foresight. Or the rice water cloth, leftover water from cooking rice, soaked into a rag. It cleans windows, counters, even metal surfaces, leaving behind a natural shine and antibacterial shield. These tools aren't flashy, they're quiet revolutions, rooted in science, sustained by culture, and powered by intention. They prove something simple. It's not about how much you clean, it's about how well you think. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into the science of Japanese cleanliness and how it's quietly reshaping how people breathe, eat, and live inside their homes. At first glance, Japanese homes don't look like science labs. There's no blinking gadgets or sterile white walls. But look closer, and you'll realize every cleaning method is rooted in chemistry, biology, and behavioral science. Take carbonated water. In the US, we drink it. In Japan, they clean with it. It's called Tansan Mizu Oji, and it's not just fizzy water. It contains carbonic acid with a pH of 4.5, powerful enough to loosen oil and grime from surfaces, but gentle enough not to corrode electronics or delicate wood. A 2024 study by Japan's Environmental Chemistry Institute found it removes up to 93% of surface oil and fingerprints, outperforming many Western eco-detergents. That's not hype, that's science. And it doesn't stop there. Hospitals in Tokyo are now using high-pressure carbonated cleaning systems to disinfect surgical surfaces without chlorine, without fumes. And remember rice water? It's rich in starch, amino acids, and natural saponins, making it a gentle yet powerful cleaner that feeds healthy microbes and repels dust. A Kyoto Women's University study showed that surfaces cleaned with rice water retained their shine longer and had comparable antibacterial strength to diluted ethanol. Yet it's 100% food safe. Even steam cloth cleaning, something as humble as a towel over a steamer, has been proven to kill 99.9% of bacteria and dust mites, while reducing cedar pollen by 70% during allergy season. No chemicals, no perfumes, just water, heat, and intention. And that's the real brilliance. Japanese cleanliness isn't about buying more, it's about understanding more. When you know what you're doing and why it works, cleaning becomes less about labor and more about logic. It becomes elegant. In the next part, we'll explore how Japanese homes are built to stay clean through smart design, space-saving secrets, and rituals that begin the moment you walk through the door. Imagine walking into a home, and before you even step inside, the design already begins cleaning for you. That's the Japanese genkin. It's more than a shoe removal zone. It's a contamination buffer, a lowered entryway that traps dirt, pollen, even bacteria, before they spread. Tokyo's National Institute of Hygiene found that outdoor shoes carry over 400,000 bacterial particles per square inch. But in homes with genkin layouts, indoor dust drops by 80%. Why? Because the layout stops dirt at the door. And the habits, like slippers for each season, antibacterial mats, and hidden vents, keep it out for good. But it doesn't stop there. Inside Japanese homes, sliding doors replace swinging ones, saving space, reducing airflow disruption, and even dampening sound. Storage isn't added on. It's built in. Closets slide, stairs double as drawers, even floors lift to reveal hidden compartments. This isn't minimalism for looks. It's functional calm. And then there's the folding. Marie Kondo didn't invent the KonMari fold. She revived it. Clothes aren't stacked. They stand upright. Every item visible at a glance. No digging, no mess, no stress. In a 2024 Tokyo University study, people using this method cut dressing time by 28% and reported lower morning stress levels. Even the bathroom gets an upgrade. Every bottle sits on its own tray, elevated, easy to wipe, free of mold. It's all so intentional. That's what struck me most. Nothing in a Japanese home feels accidental. Everything has a place, a purpose, a reason, and that creates more than just order. It creates ease. In the next part, we'll explore how Japan transformed waste into wisdom through one of the most advanced trash sorting systems in the world. When I first heard that Japan has 45 categories of trash, I laughed. 45? I can barely separate paper from plastic. But then I visited a small town called Kamakatsu, where every household takes part in this system. No garbage trucks, no overflowing bins, just neat rows of labeled containers. Glass, metal, plastic, batteries, textiles, even bottle caps get their own slot. And yet, the streets are spotless. The air is clean. The people? Surprisingly proud. Because here, sorting trash isn't a burden. It's a meditation. Japan's Ministry of the Environment reports that this level of precision has cut landfill waste by over 80% and pushed recycling rates to an astounding 84%, the highest in the developed world. But the magic isn't just ecological, it's psychological. When you have to separate every item you toss, you start noticing what you buy. You ask, do I need this? Can I reuse this? Where will this end up? And slowly, without realizing it, your consumption changes, not because someone told you to live sustainably, but because your home taught you how. In Japan, even the trash can is designed with intention. Mesh liners for breathability, charcoal filters for odor, bins sized not for convenience but for awareness. That's the real power of this system. It doesn't just reduce waste, it reshapes how you relate to things. It asks you to pause, to reflect, to choose better. And in doing so, it doesn't just keep your home cleaner, it keeps your conscience clearer. In our final section, we'll bring everything together with a gentle 7-day challenge that can reset your home and maybe your life. By now, you might be thinking, this all sounds amazing, but where do I even begin? You don't need to move to Tokyo. You don't need to master 45 categories of trash. You just need to start small. So here's a gentle challenge, a 7-day Japanese-inspired reset. Day 1, wipe the sink after brushing your teeth. It's quick, but it rewires your brain to notice. Day 2, fold one drawer using the KonMari method. Upright, visible, calm, watch how it changes your morning. Day 3, remove your shoes at the door and use indoor slippers. Feel the shift in how your home protects you. Day 4, clean your countertops with rice water. Discover how something so simple can feel so healing. Day 5, place your toiletries on trays. It's not just aesthetic, it's science for serenity. Day 6, use a reusable cloth instead of paper towels. One choice, one less tree. Day 7, open every window. Let old air leave. Invite in a sense of renewal. Breathe. You don't need perfection. You just need a shift in perspective. Because when you clean with care, you don't just tidy your home, you clear space for who you're becoming. So tell me, what will your day 1 look like? If this video inspired you, share it with a friend. Start the 7-day challenge together. And if you've already begun, leave a comment below and tell me your favorite habit so far. Because a better home doesn't start with a new product, it starts with you.